Hi guys and welcome back to our Rebuilding Sunderland 2.0 career mode. Now, in the last episode we managed to just claw our way outside of the relegation zone. But in this episode we will be reintroducing simulating games which could do us over big time. And I have spoke to quite a lot of you guys actually regarding simulating and stuff like that. And again, the reason that we do simulate is basically for speed purposes. If we don't simulate games, then it'll end up being FIFA 19 by the time we get to the end of the season, because I can't physically get out, you know, an episode every day, which is something we discussed and I'm not going to get into. But if I can only release or upload one upload in 1 week, then, and we play, say, 2 games in that episode, it's going to take way too long. So simulating is basically just for convenience sake. But in this episode, we are going to play the game against Wolves in the FA Cup. It is the 4th round, I'm pretty sure. And then the game against City, we are going to simulate, because one thing that I did discuss with one of you guys, which is a pretty valid point actually, I'm not too sure whether there's too much truth to it, but when you simulate games away from home, you're more likely to get unrealistic results. Like there has been times in the past in previous career modes where you could come up against a League 2 team, you're away from home, and even if you are someone like Man City, you could end up losing 4 or 5-0, and it's really unrealistic, where it seems to give a more of a balanced result when you're at home. So I might try, if I can, if possible, to simulate home games when I do simulate. So yeah, anyway, I'm probably wrong about that, but we'll have to see anyway. So I'll be simulating the game against Manchester City. I will also be simulating, no sorry, I'll be playing the game against Southampton. I'll simulate the game against Chef Wednesday, and then we'll play the game against Chelsea. I think that's how it's going to work anyway. Yes, we've got quite a lot to get through in this episode. Obviously, we left the last episode just before the transfer window ended. Nothing happened, as you guys know. So let's dive straight into it today. Let's get straight into this game in the FA Cup against Wolves. Come on, lads. And here we are, guys. It is the FA Cup against Wolves, welcoming them to the Stadium of Light. I have made a few changes for this game. Asoro is going to be leading the line. I've also brought Gribbin in as the cam. I brought Riveros in as well for the left back, replacing Cucurella, and I've also brought Adams off. I think Adams or Billing. I think I brought them off, and I've give Ampadu a go as the CDM. Oh, here is Ampadu, who I know is naturally a centre back, but I did play him in the Corrupted episode, and he scored an absolute beauty in the FA Cup, which is a goal that I did show you guys. But here is Asoro now. He hits one, and it is blocked. They're defending very well so far, Wolves. Every man behind the ball. Here is Ampadu. I'll let him have a crack, just in case. And it has gone iron wide. That's it. Well in. It is Davies now. He's been excellent in recent weeks. Gets a goal to Asoro, and it's an absolutely incredible save there. And it's Robin Reuter, former Sunderland player who we've only just recently sold to Wolves, making a brilliant save there. And it's cleared away. Oh, this is lovely stuff. It falls for Gribbin, and it's a fantastic save again from Reuter. Help him out, son. It is still Davies. Still Davies. Have a crack, lad. Good save, and parried straight into the danger zone, and no one can get there. Come on, I might have to make a couple of changes soon just to change things up. Asoro onto Gribbin. Still Gribbin. He does strike one. He's dragged it way wide. Now the big guns are coming on. We've got Brereton coming on, Sancho, and Angel Gomez as well, a player who we haven't used too much either. Angel Gomez, probably purely because Foden has played so well throughout the season so far, and we've relied on Woodburn quite a lot if we do chop and change a bit. But he is on the pitch now. Wolves are starting to send plenty of men up top now. Loads of pressure on us. Come on. Oh, he's left a huge gap in the middle. It's hit the post. Get it away. That is Wolves' first chance of the game, I'm pretty sure. And probably the best chance for either team all game long. It's a dying moments now. Can we break? No, we can't, because a full-time whistle goes, which is really frustrating. It's another 0-0 draw. Typical from us. And look at that. 10 shots to 1. We've dominated possession. And we can't finish. We need a striker, guys, next season. Big time. A proper striker. And next up, we are taking on Manchester City. And even though I probably shouldn't, I'm going to have to, really. I'm using a second string lineup just to give players a bit of game time, really. I'm not expecting a win. But can we get anything from this game? It's 1-0. See what I mean? We didn't get battered. And I think it is because we played at home. It could just be a ridiculous theory, but it is only 1-0. And with that loss, we are now back in the relegation zone, but we are level on points with Wolves. And now because we do have that replay with Wolves, it's probably going to mess things up a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this game against Southampton, play the game against Wolves, and then simulate that game against Sheff Wednesday, and that'll have to be the episode for this one, unfortunately, guys. I obviously didn't want the replay, but we are going to have to play it. I'm not simulating a replay in the FA Cup, and then in the next episode we'll just start against Chelsea. So let's get into this game against Southampton and get ourselves back out of that relegation zone again. And here we are, guys, taking on Southampton at St Mary's, and it did just let us know that Tadic is the top goal scorer so far in the league, which is a little bit of a surprise, but hey ho, can we get ourselves out of the relegation zone in this one? It is going to be a really, really scruffy end to the season. We're going to have to really work hard to make sure we don't get relegated. Just a few wins though, because I've shown you the table before. I'll show it again obviously at the end of the episode, but it's so tight between like the bottom three and that. Oh, what a save. God, sorry guys. It's so tight between like 13th and 19th. There's literally like 3 points separating us, so with a couple of wins we're out of it. Do you know what I mean? At least temporarily. But now here is Sessegnon. Dink's running towards the back post and headed away. Get it in. It's a very good ball. Perfect. And why does that keep happening? In the last couple of episodes, there have been times where we put the perfect ball in and the players are just missing their headers completely. And I don't understand it. That was like at a perfect height for Billing as well. But now we do have it again. Come on, get it in. Surely. Oh, and he's hit it wide of the near post, Brereton. Yeah, big let down. Good stuff now. This is lovely. Brereton, come inside. Have a crack, son. What a finish that is from Brereton. And he finally pops up with a goal. And what a finish. That was an absolute cracker into that top right-hand corner. Lovely football. Finds Brereton, turns inside and bends it into that top right beautifully. And finally we get ourselves a goal. Well, that's beautiful football. Can Foden finish? Surely it is. It's 2. That'll do. Incredible football. Intricate passing. Those are the kind of goals I want to see more of. And Foden has got it. Look at this for passing. Nicely done between Brereton and Foden. He just slips it in underneath the oncoming keeper at the near post. That'll do nicely, and that should take us back out of the relegation zone. How many more times am I going to say that so far this season? Here's Boufal coming down the left. Get it out, that'll do, and that's probably the closest Southampton have got. We're playing well. Every single game we're playing well. It's just the chances that we're not taking when we do eventually get them. Go on, Cucurella. Help him out. It's nicely done. Surely now. Get there first, and it's taken off his toes. This counter-attacking football has just come out of nowhere. It's brilliant. But this is the thing, though, guys. Normally, we don't get counter-attacks, if you know what I mean, because we dominate possession so much. Their defence just sat back almost all the time. So we don't get those chances. But now, because it's the end of the game and they need a goal, surely, what is Brereton doing? What is he doing, man? He's useless. Absolutely useless. He can come up with a blinder every now and then, but 9 times out of 10, he's bloody useless. That's nicely done there from Foden. Still Foden playing around with his man. Nicely done. It is Foden. And it's a great save. And the full-time whistle does go, guys. It's another 3 points in the league. Get in. And after that result, guys, look at the league table. That is how tight it is. We are now 13th after that 2-0 win against Southampton. Before that game, we were 18th. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It really is. I mean, with another win, we could be as high as 10th. It's just mad how tight that is. But now we are going to be going into the second leg against Wolves, which I know I probably shouldn't experiment with things too much, but I am going to experiment with a formation. Okay? And let me know what you think of it. So this is the formation I am going to go with. It is one that I have used in a previous career mode, and it actually went very, very well, and it's something that you can adjust quite a lot as well. Say, for example, we're playing a bigger team, like someone like Manchester City, or, you know, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, the bigger teams. You can drop those wingers down a bit further back and make them left wing backs and right wing backs. And if you want to attack a team more, then you can go with this. Obviously, the squad has changed a lot because of fitness reasons, but I want to try out this formation, particularly because there's two up top, and I feel like we'll get more chances, even though we are getting plenty of them. But a lot of them are sort of long range effort and crosses whipped into the box. And I feel like we could get a lot more attack straight down the centre with this formation. So I am going to trial it out in this game. If it doesn't go well, then I can only apologise, but we shall see. So let's get into this game. It is the replay against Wolves in the FA Cup. And here we are, guys, at Ivy Lane, that legendary arena. We've got our second string squad out today, which I'm quite excited to use, really, because I normally only use them when I simulate games, and I haven't really had too much of an opportunity to play with them and use them. So let's hope that this formation is going to pay off. I've set all the instructions appropriately, or what I believe to be appropriate. So let's hope we get ourselves a decent result. Here's Sancho. Still Sancho. Have a crack like yourself. It's a good save. This is lovely football. Oh, and it's been taken off Asoro's toes. See what I mean, though? We can make those attacks because there's so many players down the middle. And I'm hoping that the defence, are going to hold up for us, because obviously there's only three at the back, but hoping our attacking power will overpower the lack of defenders. Oh, come on, get it away, get it away. Oh, there's too much space at the back post. And that is the only danger. When they do come forward, there's no one covering in certain areas where we would have cover before. Go on, McNair. Go on, McNair. Go on, McNair. And it's a good save again. So we are in the second half now, and I have brought on Riveros and Angel Gomez, because I think Riveros suits that sort of left wing role where I've asked him to come back on defence as well, because he can play as a left back as well. I think he'll suit that a lot more. Come on, surely! Yes! That'll do! The beautiful football we've been wanting. And it is Asoro who finishes off that brilliant move. Nice football. Lovely first time passing. Knocks it into Asoro, and it's easy as you like. See, when we have more players up there, we have more chances of getting goals like that when defences are sitting so far back, which is what Wolves have been doing for a lot of the game. It is 1-0 though. Get in! Oh, this is good stuff. Out wide. Finish it off, son. Finish it off. And he smashed it straight at the keeper. I'm really liking this formation, guys. I really am. We're just forcing Wolves into hoofing the ball away all the time, and we're collecting it easily. But it's just times like now where there's a bit of a gap down the wings, which, you know, we have to accept is going to happen. But if we are playing better opposition, then we will pull them down to left backs. But as we speak, they do have a good chance, and it's a very good save. I'm still liking the formation, guys. I'm still liking it. Oh, well, and he's won it off him, or has he? He hasn't. Come on, it is Madger. Finish it off, so make it 2. Oh, and he's hit it wide. The formation's good, but we still can't finish. Jeez, what a chance that was, man. They handed us that on a plate. Oh, come on now. It is the 90th minute. We do intercept. Blow your whistle, ref. It has gone. We are through to the next round of the FA Cup, and it looks like we could be going on a half-decent cup run so far, guys. We're looking pretty decent in the FA Cup. Come on! And now we will be simulating the final game of the episode against Sheff Wednesday. Can we end this on a high? I don't think we've actually won a simulated game so far this season. Will this change now? Of course it doesn't. We lose 2-1. For God's sake, man. But this is how the league table stands at the end of this episode, guys. At least we've improved on the position we started on at the beginning of this episode. Anyway, I think we were 16th when we first started, so we have moved up a place at least. So we are currently in 15th. Palace in 16th, Burnley in 17th, West Ham, Wolves and Brighton make up the relegation places. Brighton, they already look like a lost cause at the minute, only winning 1 game out of 24 and sitting on 12 points, which is really, really bad. And it looks like a fight between Chelsea, United and City for the title. But if you have enjoyed this episode, guys, please smash that like button for me. It would be massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarnie Army. The channel's Instagram account is in the description below, so be sure to follow that for early updates and upcoming content. But for now, you take care and stay jammy.